Welcome to Fortune Cookies Tarot. This is Gratitude Sunday, guys. So, we did not have Super Read Saturday, as you may have gleaned from my post, because Cutie Patootie slipped out a slip in the lanai and took her kittens with her. They are back. They are back in the lanai. I went out there and there was just little Gandalf, or Candor is calling him Omi. Candor wants to call him Omi, but little Gandalf was sitting there in the middle of the room like, I'm all by myself. And everybody was gone. But I think Cutie Patootie took them on a hunting expedition. Remember, she is a feral cat. So she probably thinks that these kittens need to be taught how to hunt instead of eating the delicious canned food and slurry that I am giving them, because I am making them a gourmet platter of food twice a day. I'm going to step it up to 3 and 4 times a day as they get bigger and bigger. But rest assured, we are going to have the rescue people come and do a little housekeeping and get them all fixed. We've got a lot of cats and they're blooming. I definitely want to get Cutie Patootie taken care of before she runs into either Orange Julius, Elon Musk, or Cheshire, because one of those 3 guys, one of those 3 Toms are the dad. So we have this situation under control. I want you guys to know that. They are in the lanai right now. They slept there all night. I hung out with them last night. They're totally fine, totally content. We were playing with the fishing pole with Bergamot. So I just wanted to, Sundays are about gratitude to you guys. And some of the things that I wanted to thank you all for, all the new subscribers. We're getting new subscribers every single day. The new membership, people are jumping onto the memberships. I know I have not done enough videos for you members. We absolutely are going to have our giveaway for the free reading this week membership. If you're a member of my channel, I do a members only live and I give away a free reading. So you have to be in the live to get it, though. Unfortunately, that's the way my generator works with StreamYard. You guys know that YouTube is really an advertisement for my private readings. I have had so many new clients this month, basically for the Memorial Day sale. So I had extended it to last Friday. I'm going to extend it a little bit longer. I don't know how long I'm going to have it up there. One of the reasons I'm doing that is I'm seeing so many of you that are new that have gotten mini readings from me in the lives, but people are booking to the end of the year. So just to be sure, this sale, you can book at this rate a month in advance, 2 months in advance, 6 months in advance, whatever you'd like. I have had a few people that booked a couple of 6-month readings. I had a number of people that booked quarterly readings through the end of the year. So you can go ahead and do that. The rate is going to be there. So I think it's amazing that you guys are doing that. So the channel is growing. My business is growing. Interest is growing. And one of the things that I did when I was looking at my my analytics was I hadn't noticed this. I am approaching 1 million lifetime views. Now I know some other channels get 1 million views a month, and those are larger channels, but getting 1 million views for the lifetime of my channel is a huge, huge milestone. That means 1 million people have actually watched my work. So I'm so grateful for that. Up and out. I can't wait to see what the next year brings. And most of all, I wanted to thank all of you, because one of the things that I notice in the live chats and even in the production video chats is that you guys are really supportive and kind to each other. And I'm a Jersey girl. Like, we're not always nice. It's not about being nice all the time. There's about a balance in your life. But you guys are so nice to each other and looking out for each other. And one of our viewers was having some family and medical stuff going on. And I got private messages from other viewers and clients, and they were like, hey, did you hear back from so-and-so? How are they doing over there? And I think that is just such an amazing testament to how kind you all are, and the kind of community that we're building here. I am not the kind, like, I'll take the piss out of a celebrity who's making some stupid decisions, but at the end of my readings and at the end of my production videos, I want you guys to walk away with something to think about and to feel good, or have something that you can work on or you can address in your own world. So I'm so glad that all of you are doing that, and I'm seeing that happen in real time, and just is confirmation that I am raising vibrational level on the planet, and I'm pretty excited about that. It's pretty impactful. It's pretty cool. So, that being said, last week we had so much fun doing Animal Week. We talked last Sunday about animal totems, and I used animal decks for the whole week. I used animal medicine cards, animal tarot cards. Like, we had just a great time with it. In my private readings, I gave people animal medicine cards, or the animal ancestor animal oracle cards. It was just really great. I think people learned a lot from that, and I thought it was really fun. So I thought we would go into this week with a theme as well, and it's going to be a really cool one. Today, June 1st, 2025, is Marilyn Monroe's 99th birthday. I couldn't wait until 100. That's a year away from now. We'll do something on our 100th, I promise. But I thought we would do Diva Week, and I have some amazing diva readings that we're going to do for the whole week. So it's going to be a little bit different from my normal format. We're not going to do Mixtape Monday. We're not going to do, well, actually, we will do Fan Favorite Friday. I'll explain how we're going to do that. But tomorrow I am going to do a super read on Marilyn Monroe and the impact that she had energetically and spiritually on everyone. And if she knew that she was going to have this kind of impact, she was a mover and shaker, and a lot of people really just see the icon now, and they see the beauty, and they see the tragedy behind her death, but they don't see that she really was a change maker in Hollywood. Maybe the reason why she's gone. But Two for Tuesday, we are going to be talking about one of the best rivalries ever in Hollywood, Joan Crawford and Bette Davis. We're going to see if that was a real thing, if they really didn't like each other, how it worked out at the end, but we'll do that for Two for Tuesday. World politics, I couldn't say yes to anybody else except for Grace Kelly. And why Grace Kelly? Obviously, she became a princess. She married the Prince of Monaco, and she had kind of a different second half of her life. Again, tragic loss at the end of it all, but we're going to look at how she impacted the world energetically. And she is a favorite of mine. My grandfather, Joe, the one who appeared to me after his funeral when all of my abilities turned on, he loved her, thought she was the most beautiful woman ever. I'm sure it drove my grandmother crazy. So Thursday, we've got some fun for you. We're going to be doing Scandals on Thursday, and it's going to be Lana Turner and the murder of her boyfriend that her daughter was allegedly responsible for. There was a lot of talk about it then. There's still a lot of talk about it now, a lot of speculation. So we're going to speculate on it with some cards and remote viewing and psychic stuff. We're going to have some fun. It's going to be a really mixed bag. On Wednesday, I am going to put up a poll for Fan Favorite Friday. I'm going to see who you want to see on Friday. And then Saturday, Super Read, I am going to do a whole bunch of divas. It's going to be more like the Mixtape Tarot Monday, where I just take a bunch of divas and we're going to go one by one. I'll let you know when my lives are going to be, and we'll have some fun with that. So in the lives, I'll be doing readings for you guys, pop culture, whatever you'd like. So that being said, what is our spiritual fun thing we're going to talk about today? So I wanted to discuss Marilyn Monroe and the light that people commented on. Now, the light that you see on me is elf halo glow. Like, this is not, I am not glowing from the inside. I have a lot of amazing lights here. But one of the things that people said about Marilyn Monroe when they met her was that she had this amazing glow in her. When she was on point, she had this amazing glow. When she was in a good mood, good spirit, she just glowed from within. Now, can we say that it was the Nivea cream that she bathed herself in? Was it the Vaseline that she used? There was also a hormone cream that she used that made her face a little bit fuzzier than normal. I don't have that. I do that dermaplaning all the time and scrape it off so that I can get some of the dead skin cells off. But she had this very fuzzy kind of filtered look. But you can create that with a little bit of magic and a glamour. So how do we do that? I talked to you guys about intentional cooking, intentional beverage making, those kinds of things. You can stir 3 times, clockwise, and speed up your day, speed up the caffeine delivery system in your tea or your coffee. You can put different spices into your food to activate love, luck, those kinds of things. You can do that. That's a bit of Ayurveda. You can do the same thing with makeup and skincare. So how do we do that? Again, I talked a little bit about Marilyn Monroe, but also Joan Crawford would get up in the morning and she would ice her face. She would put a little bit of witch hazel in there. She would put ice cubes and she would ice her face. It sounds cruel. It sounds crazy, but does it work? Yes. Our hands are magical. Our hands are able to heal. They're able to move energy around. Anyone who has ever had Reiki or massage, like, you can actually have some benefit from hands on. Just Mr. Miyagi, you guys, all of you have seen the Karate Kid. You rub your hands together. You're creating energy in here. You want to turn the clock back, go counterclockwise. Some of the things that I use a lot of e.l.f. products. I find e.l.f. products are economical. They are cruelty free and they have an amazing range. You can get things for mature skin. You can get things for more youthful skin. I don't have to use much of the Halo Glow to make myself presentable out in public. I don't have to use that much. And I have lots of melasma and sun damage on my face. Melasma is like a darkening of the skin that you have. Sometimes you get it after you have kids or when you go through hormonal changes. So I don't look perfect. I don't look perfect all the time. This is minimal makeup for me. Just a little bit of they have it's a one-step little blush lip eye. That's what e.l.f. stands for. Eye lip
Face.
face. Thank you. I couldn't remember how to spell e.l.f. Gregopedia is here. So what I do is I also add a little bit of cold pressed black Jamaican castor oil. Castor oil was historically used by plastic surgeons around the eyes and around incisions to speed and support healing. It does penetrate the skin a lot deeper than other oils, but you do have to mix it with a carrier oil. So I use a little sweet almond oil. Again, like, I'm not telling you guys how to run your gig. Use your products that you use. I do a little moisturizer, a little bit of oil, and then I counterclockwise in my hand. And the whole time I am imagining that when I put it on my face, it is going to smooth those wrinkles, smooth into the skin, change the color. Use your hands and your tools. If you have brushes, you can use them as magic wands. Going clockwise is going to speed healing. Going counterclockwise is going to turn the clock back, those kinds of things. So honor those tools. You can put your hands over them. You can say, these are going to make me look amazing. You do the same thing with paintbrushes or anything like that if you are an artist, but you can imagine your face into the reflection that you want people to see. So if you need to be a little bit more powerful in your day, envision yourself being a little bit more powerful. Maybe you're going to use some different colors. I know that when I was in corporate, my makeup and my dress was my armor, and I would dress with intention, dress with the intention of putting a certain look out there. When I come to you guys, I'm not like super made up. Like I hope I'm not. Like some days I am, but I'm not. So maybe this week because it's Divas, I'll have to be. But I don't go super made up. I'm not like rah, like 27 different kinds of eyeshadow. I try and be as natural as possible, but not look like like I just rolled out of bed. I mean, some days I roll out of bed, but so use your cosmetics, use your skincare intentionally. See the things happening. If you want to get rid of that double chin as you're doing this, watch it disappear. See it in your head. Imagine it. Imagine how people will respond to you emotionally when you achieve this look. Those are the kinds of things that you want to do. Again, when I was in corporate, you can't be too pretty in corporate because no one takes you seriously. So you have to come in attractive enough, but not overly attractive that you look like, a ditz head. No, you can't say that.
I didn't say it in English. I said it in Scottish.
Greg said a 5-letter word over there that starts with W. So, so give that a try this week for the next 7 days. When you do your makeup, when you do your skincare, I want you to imagine seeing things change on your face. Focus on one aspect of yourself. Maybe you'll put your lotion on this way and imagine your nose getting thinner, or maybe you'll be doing this like I do and getting rid of that double chin. Maybe you'll be carving out your cheekbone so you don't have to get that buccal fat removal, or maybe you'll be working your eyes so that they come up a little bit more, they're lifted, you look more awake. And we'll talk next week in the chat and see if it made you look any different. The effort that we put in, the intention that we put in will pay dividends if you do it over time. So that's your job this week. And guys, if you're watching it, you could do the same thing with your shaving. You could do the same thing with your face washing. You can see the years coming off as you're washing your face, and just like all those skin cells. So give some intentional glamour a little bit of effort this week, and we'll talk about how that worked out for you. So again, thank you so much, guys. This is a longer video than I thought it was going to be, but I'm going to get to work on the Marilyn Monroe one, so you have it first thing in the morning. Thank you all for being here. You are the makers of my success. I'm just laying the tracks. You guys are the ones that are making my success, and I see an amazing summer ahead for all of us. So let's go through it together. We'll be talking about kittens. We'll be talking about, what kind of glamour we set up on our face. And I will see you guys tomorrow for Marilyn Monroe's birthday. Well, it's actually today, but I will see you in the video when I produce it tomorrow. So have a great rest of your weekend. Be grateful and glad for everything that you have, and book those readings if you want to talk more about this. $99 sale is going to stay up until I take it down. I'll see you guys soon.